Good afternoon, and thank you for choosing to attend this talk. My name is Ayesha Mudhaffer, and I'm an English language lecturer at King Abdulaziz University in Saudi Arabia. Currently, I'm a PhD student at the University of Surrey. In this presentation, I'm going to share with you a framework of speaking skills that I developed as part of my PhD study, and I used it to develop my intervention as well. More importantly, you can use this framework in your teaching and assessment of speaking skills. In the higher education context of Saudi Arabia, EAP students are first-year college students who are studying academic English in order to major in specific fields such as medicine, engineering, English literature, or even teaching. They are elementary EAP students, and it has been proven by previous research that they have low speaking skills. In order to improve their oral skills, I focused on developing their communicative competence and performance by combining two frameworks that have been frequently used to improve learners' English language skills in general, and specifically their speaking and listening skills. The combined framework has been developed based on the theory of communicative competence and Oracy Skills framework. The term communicative competence was coined by Del Hymes in 1971. His concept of competence views the speaker-listener in actual social interaction. In 1980, Canale and Swain contributed to Hymes' conception of communicative competence by examining the communicative approaches to language teaching. They combined the various perspectives of communicative competence and constructed a framework for second language teaching programs, specifically for curriculum design, classroom practice, and evaluation. Communicative competence is composed of four competencies: grammatical, discourse, strategic, and sociolinguistic. As for Oracy Skills framework, the term Oracy was coined by Wilkinson in 1965 to refer to the skills of speaking and listening and to distinguish them from reading and writing, which are referred to as literacy. Mercer et al. Developed the Oracy Skills framework from theories of second language acquisition such as communicative competence, as well as notions of accuracy and fluency. This framework represents the different skills needed for effective spoken communication. Since Oracy Skills framework is derived from communicative competence and provides details on specific spoken skills, I decided to combine it with the original model of communicative competence and use the new model for teaching speaking skills and designing communicative activities. By merging all the features of Oracy Skills with the four categories of communicative competence, I created a fifth category and referred to it as interactional competence. I then drew out all the interactional features from the other four competencies and inserted them under interactional competence. This was done in order to emphasize the importance of oral interaction to elementary EAP students and to value the role of interaction in the development of learners' speaking skills. Additionally, I combined Oracy Skills framework with communicative competence in order to expand and develop the original model of communicative competence. As you can see, the combined framework contains two colors to illustrate that the black are the original features of communicative competence and the green are the additional features from Oracy Skills framework. The new framework of speaking skills is applied to practice in a carefully designed teaching process that is composed of three steps: awareness raising, noticing, and practicing. Raising awareness refers to explicit teaching of the five categories and components of communicative competence. Noticing is providing opportunities for EAP learners to notice how the features of communicative competence are used in oral and written texts by designing specific worksheets. And finally, practicing is encouraging learners to use the features in their oral communications. The activities I used for applying the framework and developing students' speaking skills are role plays as well as self and peer assessment. According to Littlewood, there are 5 types of role plays that gradually shift from controlled guided role plays, where learners are provided with information in specific situations, to less controlled role plays, where students use the oral communication skills they learned in order to conduct debates, discussions, or even improvise their own situations. In my PhD study, I chose number 2 because it is suitable for A2 level learners and relevant to the coursebook they are using. The aim of using roleplays is to practice incorporating the features of oral communication and to increase interaction between students. The conduction of roleplays is followed by self and peer assessment, where students use a checklist that I created incorporating the 5 competencies. The purpose of using the assessment tool is to reinforce learners' awareness of the 5 categories of communicative competence and to foster their noticing abilities regarding the existence and application of the 5 categories. As I indicated earlier, I have used the teaching approach for an intervention study that I'm conducting about my PhD, and now I have some initial results of analyzing and comparing students' pre and post tests, which suggest that students' speaking skills improved in the aspects of discourse competence, grammatical competence, and interactional competence. As a result of my intervention study, I would like to share a few suggestions with you. Use role plays that focus on different aspects of the 5 categories of the framework. Encourage students to notice how they have incorporated the 5 categories in their oral communication. Ask students to assess themselves and their peers in order to reinforce what they learned and identify the areas they need to improve. Thank you for listening, and I'm hoping that through our discussion, I can get some ideas from you, as this is work in progress. I look forward to your feedback. Thank you.